9.3 Chapter 2. And considering the very recent news that happened today, September 10th, the wrong person got popped. Anyway, the first path to talk about is the top one here. This cosmic path filled with auto-blocking bitches. Just every single one. Auto-block bullshit. In the last video, that mutant path in 9.3.1, I didn't talk about the fact that you basically can't use relics because when the gauge fills up, you get rooted. It's the same shit here. Or worse, because you can't even unequip relics. If you do, you take damage in that whole path. And that gauge fills up quicker here in this path on purpose, because when it's full, the enemy gets untouchable instead. So you can't touch them until you use that relic, you have to. And that just screws up combos. Especially with Call Obsidian, can't just spam heavies here. Heck, you can't spam heavies a lot with anybody. Speaking of, here's the team I used on the left side. On to Cyclops. He doesn't take damage if you have a lot of buffs. So you gotta go in with a champ that just doesn't do that. So, no Vox, no Hulkling, none of that. And he has a lot of evade nonsense. Now Prowler can counter most of it, but when Cyclops uses a special and gets an evade charge, Prowler can't counter that. You gotta wait for that charge to run out before attacking again. And back to those auto-blocking bastards real quick, that shit really slowed down the fight, especially the Scream fight. I used Null, he's a rank 2, 7-star, yet having to slow the damn fight down so she doesn't auto-block made the match take 4 minutes. And he barely won. On to the skill pads down there. You can use a lot of crit champs. Again, I used my rank 4 Hitmonkey, he did most of the fights well. And I've been using boosts, I may add. But some fights like Bastion, he's just a freaking damage sponge. And Prowler is bullshit here because his path has more falter crap when they get 5 charges. So with Prowler, that's falter on top of his falter. There's also Spot and Spidey Supreme in this path. So that's the recommended team there. I have Vox for Bastion. Certainly have Photon for Spidey Supreme, and have an anti-miss champ for Spot. Then there's Infinity War Iron Man. I saw him and thought, use Herc for his heavies and his level 1. But in this fight, you can only use the specials after interrupting Iron Man's heavy with your heavy. But of course, Herc's special doesn't fucking work here. His level 1 and level 2 get automatically auto-blocked. So he's freaking useless unless he's nearly freaking dead and gets unblockable. So I finished the rest of that fight with Onslaught, just spammed his heavies a bunch. And his level 1 actually hit. Last is the Mystic Path. Now, in this path, everyone spams level 1 and level 2s. Which you think would be a good thing, but then you look at the champs in that damn path. And they'll get unblockable, so the damn AI is rigged to not use a fucking special until they get the unblockable charge. Also, Nullify doesn't work, but the Hood's debuffs, they still work. Isophine's debuffs still work as well. Wiccan's don't, but I still use it for Hulkling because of his Incinerate. But I mainly use it level 3. Heck, for a lot of these fights, try to use your level 3s a bunch. Especially against that bitch Tigra. On to Captain America Infinity War. Just focus on crits. Even if you die once and revive. Because you can't parry him, there's this stupid kinetic bullshit, and if you parry him, you take a bunch of damage. And after he uses a special, you have to heavy him to knock him down quick. My rank 4 Hitmonkey did all the work. I might bring him up a bunch through these guys, but that's the only beast rank 4 I got. Took one revive because of that bullshit of not being able to parry. And back to rank 4s, man. Freaking Ebony Maw really isn't top tier. I'm starting to have regrets about that rank up. Because his Nullify really doesn't work a lot of freaking time. Not just in this quest, a lot of fights. Because his Nullify doesn't work on passive buffs or buffs that nodes give the AI. Making it a pain to do his challenges. Especially in incursions where the first fight could be anybody, including champs that don't focus on buffs. If I could rank him down twice, I would. And put the resources on White Tiger. She got a lot of crazy crits too.